But right now, there are rumors that there might be a Major League Baseball team moving to Portland. And there's Russell Wilson and his wife Ciara are part of a group that want to fund the program and the project to bring baseball to Portland. And there's a rumor they're going to put a baseball stadium in downtown Portland, right by where the Blazers play. And I want to tell you why I'm a big fan of this solution. There's a reason why I want this. It will solve all kinds of travel issues in Major League Baseball. That's the biggest reason. Because currently, Texas is considered a Western team right now. There's only three. There's East, Central, and West. And right now, Texas, there's so few teams in the West that Texas is considered a Western Conference team. The Mariners go play divisional games in Houston. And vice versa. Houston has to fly often to LA, to Oakland, to Seattle. That's ridiculous. That should not be a divisional game for Houston. And the West is so spread out. If you look at which teams travel the most in baseball, the Western Conference teams always travel more than Eastern Conference teams who are more condensed. And then you have teams like Florida, Texas who travel the second most. But I just think it's ridiculous. I want to solve the problem. And I think there's a couple options for Portland. So it may not be an expansion team. We might see either the Oakland A's or the Tampa Bay Rays move to Portland because they're having stadium issues. Right now, Tampa Bay wants a new stadium and needs a new stadium, and the Oakland A's are trying to figure out their situation with their stadium. I really hope that the Oakland A's don't move to Portland. Not because I wouldn't be happy to have them. I'm a Portland guy. I think it'd be fun to sit on the river and drink a beer and enjoy a baseball game. I hope there's a cover because it rains all the time here. But I would like that. I would enjoy that. But I think there's such a big fan base in Oakland of people at least that follow my channel that talk about, I'm an A's fan, I hope they stay. But the other thing is this, again, there's so few teams on the West Coast. I would rather them either move the Tampa Bay Rays here or just expand and have a new team join baseball so we can have a team in Portland. Because that's the other option. It's either move the Rays or the A's or have an expansion team come to baseball. Personally, I hope that Major League Baseball adds 2 teams to the major leagues. I want 2 more teams in baseball because what that would do is give you 32 teams. And you would be able to divide up baseball divisionally the same way you divide up the NFL. East, West, North, South. That is so much more practical for travel. That is better. But there's a catch to that. Again, the catch is that Rob Manfred, the Major League Baseball commissioner, does not want to add expansion teams until he can solve the Oakland A's and Tampa Bay Rays stadium problem. So I don't know. I hope the A's stay. I like their fan base. I like that they're another West Coast team. And if anybody moves to Portland, I hope it's the Tampa Bay Rays. Because, I think there should be more teams out west. But the truth is, I really sincerely hope that Major League Baseball adds 2 more teams. I think it would work out better for the divisions. I think it would make more sense. Again, I just don't think it makes sense for, you to be flying from Houston all the way to Seattle for a divisional game. That just doesn't work. So again, as a Portland guy, I hope we get a baseball team. I want to sit in a stadium. I want to drink a beer and watch some baseball. But the other thing is honestly that it's just better if you're an Angels fan, if you're an Oakland A's fan, if you're a Texas fan, if you're a Seattle Mariners fan, adding a team to Portland would really help your team travel less. Again, I repeat, the Midwest and East Coast teams don't travel very much because they're so condensed. The West Coast and the MLB is so spread out. I mean, the Seattle Mariners are the most isolated stadium in Major League Baseball. There's no stadium. It's the most isolated team, basically, in Major League Baseball. They travel more than almost anybody. The A's, the Angels, and the Mariners travel more than any other team in baseball. So adding a team to Portland would help, reshuffle and kind of fix the alignment of baseball, so you'd have less traveling. And again, you'd be traveling less because there'd be another team closer to the Mariners. So if you're a West Coast person, or if you're a Florida fan, if you're a Texas fan, you're rooting for conference realignment. Because travel's a real deal in baseball. You play every single day. I could play tomorrow in New York and have to fly back to LA for a game the next day. That's a lot of travel. That stinks. You don't want to do that. And so, in my opinion, the more West Coast teams, the better to even out the distribution of baseball teams in America. My opinion, just me. But I don't know. I think travel matters, and I'm very curious. The storyline I want to follow, because it's cool to have a baseball team, but I think conference realignment. I think having less travel, that is the real key to adding a team in Portland. That is why I'm interested in a baseball team joining Portland. I've not heard that take anywhere else. I've heard people that are fanning out, oh, I can't wait to have a team in Portland. No, it's just better for baseball to have better conference alignment and to have better balance throughout America of where teams are located. So my opinion, but I'm excited for that. That's my niche. That's my little take on having a team in Portland, is it will benefit travel and it will benefit the distribution of teams in Major League Baseball. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care.